Welcome once again to my channel. I do hope that the Lord has kept you in good and perfect faith. As always, my name is Wangethi Mudhoni. In today's video, I want us to talk about something very important. And before that, please, I request you, humbly request you, if you have not subscribed to this channel, click that red icon, give us a thumbs up if you like my content, and share to your friends, and let us be able to learn, grow, develop together. Back to our topic today, I want us to talk about something that have been speaking to me, or maybe have been very much I've been getting revelation about, and I've been connecting so much with, is nothing, absolutely nothing happens without a reason. As in, nothing happens by accident, like just pop. Nothing happens by accident. The way you look, one, who you are, where you live, where you come from, and even this corona thing, trust me, nothing happens by accident. And actually, nothing exists by accident. Everything has been planned by God to exist. Well, I'll use a poem by a writer known as Rachel Kefa, and I hope that is the right pronunciation, actually. This poem have been interesting, actually, amazing, and it's very simple and straight to the point, and it's been speaking personally to me, and I hope that is going to speak to you. So the poem, I'll just read the poem the way it is, with simple explanation, and I hope that you'll get the revelation that God intends you to get. Well, you are who you are for a reason. You are part of an intricate plan. You are a precious and perfect, unique design called God's special woman or man. You look like you look for a reason. Our God made no mistake. He knit you together within the womb. You're just what He wanted to make. Listen, you are just what He wanted to make. So if you've been there and you're thinking, maybe if I was lighter, maybe things would be working for me. If I was darker, maybe things would be working for me. If I was tall, if I was short, if I was a bit. The way you are, that is how God wanted you to be. Who created you? God. He created you in your mother's womb, right? The way He formed you is how He wanted you to be. If there is something in you that you don't have, or maybe you see like it's deformed, or maybe it doesn't look the way you would want it to be, God created it that way. And He created it for a reason, and that is how He wanted you to be. So quit the complaining. It's about time you appreciate the way you look, because you were not created by accident. God did not form you that way by accident. He knew how He wanted you to be. That is how He wanted you to be. I just repeat the final verse. It says, you look the way you look for a reason. Our God made no mistake. He knit you together within the womb. You're just what He wanted to make. The parents you have were the ones He chose. And no matter how you may feel, they were custom designed with God's plan in mind, and they bear the Master's seal. Maybe you're there and you have been complaining so much. Maybe your parents, they don't look the way you would want them to look. Maybe they don't dress the way you would want them to dress. Maybe they are not the ones that you would want for yourself. But let me tell you, if your parents did not meet, your mom and your dad did not meet, you could not have been born. If your mother met somebody else and not your father, you could not have been born. But because God knew who He wanted to exist on earth, He made them to meet. He knew very well that their genes, their DNA, would make it possible to produce you. So quit that complaining about your parents. It's about time you appreciate them the way they are. You can change that. You know what? God created you because He had a purpose for you. And if he wanted somebody else and not you, then he could have created that person. But he wanted you, and you, and you, and you. And that is why you were born. No, that trauma you faced was not easy. And God wept that it hurt you so. But it was allowed to shape your heart so that into his likeness you would grow. One thing I love, or I have learned to appreciate, is those moments that I see like they are the hardest time for me. Because when I overcome them, I usually feel like I'm a conqueror. I usually feel like I have new energy. I usually feel like, you know what? I can do all things. I feel like there's nothing too much for me. That's what God wants us from us. He wants us to grow. He wants us to learn. He wants us to be strong. You know, God don't want you to feed on milk and bread every single day. He wants you to grow. He don't want you to remain on the same level you have been in for years. He wants you to move to the next level. And you'll not move to that next level by just staying like that. You'll have to pass through challenges. You'll have to go to the wilderness. You'll have to pass through times that are trying for you. But through those times, God is not trying to kill you. He's trying to make you strong because there's something that he has meant for you ahead of you. And if you allow yourself to go through those traumatic experiences, strengthened in the Lord, then you will see the grace, the favors, and the blessings of God that he has ahead of you. God wants nothing but the best for you. He has the best in mind for you. So don't be discouraged. He loves you. He cares about you. And he never wants you to die. He wants you to live and have life in its abundance. You are who you are for a reason. You have been formed by the Master's rod. You are who you are beloved, because there is a God. The final word remains because there is a God. This simply means that you, me, the world, everything that exists, if there was no God, they would not be there. There would be nothing, absolutely nothing on the planet. But the fact that you live, the fact that I am alive, the fact that there is life, the fact that trees grows, the fact that things happen, simply shows that there is a God. And if there is a God, why should you get discouraged? If there is a God, why should you give up on your dreams? I accept, and I know that there are those times in our life when we feel beaten by life. We feel like we cannot do it. But let me tell you one thing. Those moments that you feel like you cannot do it, can I give you one secret? Always connect yourself to God. So that when your strength drains, his strength, which is connected to you, will always feel within you. So like your strength is draining, but his strength is feeling within you. So you will never run out of strength. Well, I hope that you have learned something. You can go and check out this poem. It's by Rachel Kefa. Rachel Kefa. Go on the internet, check it out, read it over and over and over again. Let it sink into your mind. Then nothing, absolutely nothing. You're not an accident. God had you in mind from the very beginning of times. I don't want to close this video or to end this video without giving you a quote that will help you stay connected to your purpose and connected to God. Well, this quote is by someone known as Bentil Dennis. He said that our life is God's gift to us. And how we live our life is our gift back to God. The question is, do you think that your life is a perfect gift for God? The things you do, the way you think, the things you engage in, do you think they are a perfect gift for God? Just the way he has given you the perfect gift of life. Till we meet next time, I do hope that you have learned something. May God bless you and keep showering you with his blessings and favor. Bye.